Hello again, everyone out there in internet land. I'm back with another mechanical pencil review. I was out doing some grocery shopping at Target today, and periodically Target gets new mechanical pencils, and this was one that I had not seen before up until this point. Many of you are very familiar with the Pilot G2 series of pens, and it looks like they have a G2 series of mechanical pencils out right now. And a lot of people like the G2 series. I use the red version of the mechanical pencil, of the ink pen, I should say, to do some of my grading for school. And so when I saw this, that Pilot, which has a reputation for quality in the pen and pencil world, came out with a new series of mechanical pencils, I splurged and I spent the whole $4.75 US, whatever it was, on this pack. And it seems on first inspection that it's a really, really good value. You get 3 Pilot G2 mechanical pencils. I, of course, selected 0.5 millimeter because that's my go-to lead size. And you get 12 high-quality HB leads with it, the NOG series of Pilot lead, and you get 2 extra erasers as well. And so I'm going to go ahead and do an unboxing here because I actually haven't opened this up yet. I wanted to do it fresh for this video. And after I do the unboxing, we'll go to my review and see if and where it might fit into my top 10. I have an idea of where it might fit, if it's going to fit somewhere, and we'll see if it actually fits there. And so I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Here we go. Pilot G2 series mechanical pencils. I haven't seen these before, and I don't know how new they are, but they look just as the same high quality as the G2 pens that we have. And so here's one of the pencils. You can see already that it has a retractable tip, and it comes with a couple extra erasers in the lead. And it looks as though the eraser comes with like a little plastic dock that allows it to fit within the mechanical pencil. Having some focus troubles here. So there we go, comes with these little erasers, and you get the lead. And so let's go ahead and check out this G2 series mechanical pencil and see what we think of it, okay? And so here's the first extension of the lead sleeve. Let's see what happens. I can just get it to show up in frame. Okay, so it's one of these classic push in and then push the plunger out lead sleeves, and so it looks to be a little smaller than standard drafting size, about half the size of standard drafting size lead sleeve. Let's see if we can get it to show up here. I see what the problem was. The lens of the camera was on a different side of the phone than I thought it was going to be, and so that usually helps. Get it to focus. There we go. So it's not... This is the size of the lead sleeve. It's smaller than a standard drafting sleeve. Okay, but as per normal with this style of pencil, it's retractable, and so it's pocket safe. Always a positive thing if you're on the go. And extends to about half the size of a standard drafting pencil. And so grip is a soft, medium hardness rubber grip. It's a little bit different from the Pentel that I think is probably the next closest thing. Of course, one that has made my top 10, the Pentel G2 series. And so Pentel G2 series is number 5 in my top 10 because it pretty much has this awesome combination of features. Here it is in pink for me. It's got this rubbery sort of fanned out grip here on it, and it has a retractable sleeve. It's about the same size as the Pilot, I would say. And so you can see that the Pentel has a metal clip as opposed to the plastic grip of the Pilot. And the Pentel, of course, since this is the Twist Erase series, has this twist out huge eraser. And so you're much better off if you're going to be doing a lot of erasing with the Pentel Twist Erase GT series. But I'm going to reserve my judgment on the Pilot until I write with it and actually feel it in my hand. And so it very much feels like the Pentel G2 pen. In fact, for all I know, it's got the same body. Unfortunately, I don't have a G2 series pen with me right now for comparison, but it has the same styling, the same plastic grip that comes on the G2, which, you know, you could definitely break. There's a little plastic cap. I'm not a fan of these caps on erasers because you end up just losing them. And so I would, you know, not exactly rate that as a great feature of it. And then there's this little eraser that comes with it. It looks like you don't need that little dock for the replacement eraser. Okay, let's see what happens when you have the dock in there. It actually, you know, it looks like, this is kind of funny, the replacement eraser looks like it is a hair thinner than the actual eraser that comes docked in the pencil. I find that really interesting because what that means is that they put these, it looks like they had these spare erasers lying around. You can see that there's a huge difference in size between them. The one that comes in the pencil and the one that that you get for replacements actually is smaller than the one that comes in the pencil. And so they had to put this little plastic dock in there to get it to fit, because this is the one that comes with the pencil. Okay, the larger one actually comes with the pencil, and then you need this little plastic dock for the refill erasers. And so when we're going economy, we're really going economy on this one because the erasers clearly were not designed to go with this pencil, and they had to do a little bit of jury rigging in order to get it to work. And so I find that really interesting, that in order to maybe get to the price point they wanted, the erasers that they included were ones that just weren't intended to go. And each individual pencil looks like only has 2 leads in it, which if it's going to come with lead, I guess that's where they're cutting the little corners there in order to make it so that it's at this affordable price point. Because let's be honest, $4.50 for 3 mechanical pencils is a pretty cheap deal. Now, what really matters, of course, here, from my experience, is the writing experience and the quality. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and write with this a little bit and see what I think about the grip and the feel, and then we'll get a little bit of rating going on here. And so this is the Pilot. Let's see if I can do it right here. It may be difficult for you to see, but I'm still going to try it. So this is the Pilot G2 series mechanical pencil. I need to have something underneath this. Let's get my copy of Alien to write on, which is here in the man cave. So there's my DVD copy of Alien. So we'll have something to write on. So here we have the Pilot G2 series mechanical pencil. Okay. You know, it feels good, and it feels good in the hand. Retractable tip. I'm feeling it. Okay. Not sure that it's going to make the top 10, but here's what we're going to do for a rating on this thing. Okay. I mean, I definitely think you get a great deal for the price point. Okay. There's no doubt in my mind that for $4.50 for these Pilot G2 mechanical pencils, that's a steal. It's a very basic pencil. You know, here's what I'm going to do for ratings on this. We're going to do writing experience. I'm going to say good. Okay, feels good in the hand. I like the fact that we have a little recessed grip here on the pencil so that it's narrower near the tip so that it's a little easier for you to hold it. And so, you know, grip feels good to me. It's got a retractable tip, huge positive feature for it. Eraser, not a great feature for it. But other than that, it's lightweight, which has got to be a big selling point for something that has a retractable tip, I would say. And so I'm feeling for writing experience, it's good on my rating scale, which my rating scale is poor, okay, good, and great. And then for quality, I'm going to go with okay, because this is obviously the bottom of the barrel when it comes to materials for mechanical pencils. It's certainly not made out of brushed aluminum. It certainly doesn't have mechanical innards. Everything in it is just a basic mechanism. Features, I'm going to go with good. It doesn't get a great because of this eraser at the end. These little eraser caps, you just end up losing them. It's got this tiny little eraser in here, and the replacement erasers aren't even made for the pencil itself, and so that's kind of a central irony of this. But, you know, you get what you pay for, and so features I'm going to go with okay. And then price is cheap. And so then the big question, does it make the top 10? Definitely not. I do definitely think it's a good value, though. And so if you're looking for a cheap but sustainable pencil on the go, the Pilot G2 series is going to be one that you can feel pretty confident if you're just looking to spend a little bit of money but have something better than a Bic writing experience. This would definitely be the way to go. And so check it out. About $4.50-ish, somewhere around there. Target, I don't remember exactly what I paid for it, but it's somewhere around there. And definitely glad I try it. Definitely glad that I have it for my collection, because on the low end, the cheap end of the spectrum of pencils, it's definitely it was definitely worth checking out, given that I'm always on the outlook for pencils with retractable sleeves. Definitely not as good as the Pilot G2, the Twist Erase G2 series. The Pentel Twist Erase GT series. Pentel has been working hard to have a wide variety of features to please their consumers, and they're definitely a favorite manufacturer of mine. Although there are Pilot and Pentel pencils in my top 3, and so Pilot usually does a pretty good job as well. But of course, the Twist Erase GT is going to win out due to the quality of that metal clip and the fact that there's this twist eraser that you get a lot of erasing possibility, and they're designed for the pencil, and it's really easy to get refills for them. And so the Twist Erase GT is almost certainly going to last longer. But in terms of writing experience, you know, they're pretty similar. And so check out the Pilot GT mechanical pencil. You won't be disappointed. And as always, feel free to leave comments down below. And if you have any suggestions, don't be afraid to ask. And so thanks for watching.